Hi folks, welcome to my YouTube channel Retro Photo House. I continue to review high quality Zeiss primes, and today our guest, Zeiss Planar 1.4 on 50mm red T lens with Contax Yashica mount. In fact, Planar is one of the oldest optical designs in Zeiss lineup, first invented by Dr. Paul Rudolph in 1896. The original Planar had a simple symmetrical double Gauss design, and while the design saw some tweaks over the years, the overall concept remained pretty much the same. And why not? Simple is often beautiful, and the popularity of planars over the years have proven this case. The 50mm planars were continuously manufactured by Carl Zeiss in various camera mounts since beginning of 20th century. The Contax Yashica version of the lens, which is reviewed here, has been manufactured from 1974, when Zeiss officially announced partnership with Yashica of Japan to manufacture its new RTS system. That's why my lens has Made in Japan label on the body. I did not manage to find Made in Germany version of this lens. I suggest it doesn't exist in nature. This lens was manufactured in AE and MM formats. A newer MM format can be distinguished by green marking of f16 aperture value. My AE version showed the aperture shape of circular saw when stopped down from 2 to 4, the format penalizing to some degree bokeh rendition. A newer MM version is free of this flaw, though it has also 6 blaze erase aperture. Just take a look at this photo. Planar 1.4 50mm lens is pretty common on the used markets these days, with good quality copies fetching around $300. Zeiss relatively recently resurrected the 50mm planar by introducing this lens in 4 new mounts: Nikon F, ZF, M42 Universal Screw, ZS, Pentax K, ZK, and even Canon EF, ZE. The new version of the lens sells anywhere from $550 to $650 depending on the mount. This lens is a classical manual focus prime and features dedicated aperture and focus rings. The build quality of the lens is superb, with a metal barrel and fully rubberized focus aperture rings. The focusing rings is pretty smooth to operate, and aperture is snappy, moving into positions with a satisfying click. The optical construction of the lens consists of 7 elements in 6 groups, a pretty timeless design. The lens is compact, measuring only 63mm in length, although the barrel of the lens extends slightly during focusing towards the close-up. Lens weight is 271 grams. The minimum focusing distance is 45 cm, and the minimum supported aperture is f16. The aperture ring moves in 1 full f-stop increments. The lens accepts 55mm screw-in filters. To resume, Zeiss Planar is by all means an awesome lens. His fine application of moving parts, sophisticated material selection, and high precision build all combine into an object that's simply wonderful to feel and hold and use. Like a manual wind watch, it may not be the technical champion in its class, but it has something that others don't. Whether or not this finery is worth the extra cost, it is up to you to decide. There are lenses out there that will give you results that are just as good at half the price, but they won't be as pleasant to use. If the enjoyment of the process matters to you, this Zeiss is hard to beat. Now I'm passing to second part of my review, where I will show you some photos and videos shot personally by me using this lens. Please keep watching Retro Photo House channel.